sock monkey creation video that is used by the Girl Scout project Project Monkey Shine, which is a volunteer project to create stuffed animals to be donated to a local hospital. This is an example of what we are going to make. This creation is a little monkey made out of a knee sock. The supplies you need are a needle and thread, scissors, a seam ripper, a colorful knee sock, stuffing, and for the eyes, you can use either safety snap-on eyes, yarn, or embroidery floss with a correct needle. Also, you'll need a marker and a label if you are donating it to a hospital. What you can use is wax to make sure the thread does not get tangled. You will start with a knee sock like this. There are 3 parts to making this stuffed monkey animal. There's the cutting part, the part where you mark the neck and attach the eyes, and the sewing part. Now, I'm going to show you how to cut up the sock. First, hold the sock up like this, locating its mouth, which is the heel. Pull, you're going to open up the sock like this. So the heel is sticking out the front. You can pull out the mouth a little bit. The first cut you want to make is at the bottom of the sock. Fold up the bottom of the sock like this, about 4 inches. You can use a ruler to measure, but I use my finger. You can just eyeball the measurement of it. Next, you'll take the scissors, place them through the hole, pull up a little bit, and make a straight cut across. Now you have 2 separate pieces. Next, you're going to create the arms using this little piece you just cut off. You fold this in half, carefully lining it up perfectly. Locate the hole, stick your scissors in, pull up, and cut across. Here are your 2 arms ready to be sewn. Next, you will cut off 2 inches from the top of the sock like this. First, fold down the sock to about 2 inches, stick the scissors in the hole, pull up, and cut across. This piece is going to become the tail. Next, you want to cut the top into ears. Take the sock like this and fold in half away from the mouth. You're going to cut a slanted line starting about 2 inches down from the top up to the corner of the sock like this. You're going to discard this triangle. Now we're going to cut the legs from the bottom. To do this, we're going to fold the body in half like this, line it up very carefully, find the hole, stick your scissors in, and cut about 4 inches. Now we're going to make the tail from the top piece or the toe that you cut off. To do this, you're going to fold this in half like this, find the open end, stick your scissors through the hole, pull up, and cut right in half. We just cut the tail, so you keep one for the tail and you can discard the other. The next thing we're going to cut are the arm slits. To do this, you take the body and fold it in half with the lips on the outside. On either end, here and here, you're going to take your seam ripper and cut 1/8 of an inch off the edge. Like this. And one more on this side. This is what it's going to look like. The last thing we're going to do for cutting is make a slit in the back. To do this, turn it backwards, and you're going to start by making a small slit about right here. You're just going to use your seam ripper, and through one part of the material, make a small slit. Next, you're going to take your scissors and put it in the slit, and through one part of the material, cut a 2-inch hole in the back, like this. This is what it looks like. The second part of this creation is to put the eyes onto the sock. The first type of eye is the snap-on safety eye. There is a front and a back to them. This is how you put on the safety eyes. You take the backing with the pokey part down and slide it between the two pieces of material. You want to line it up exactly where you want your eye to be. You take the front part of your eye and put it right in the middle hole of it, and we can shift it over to wherever we need to put it. And all you do is push down on the eye like this, and it is now securely into the material. You do the exact same thing with the other one, taking the pokey part down, sliding it between the material until it's lined up. Put the eye in the hole and just push down. Squeeze together the material and the backing to the eye. When the eyes are on, you want to make sure they are tightly on and that the backing is squeezed as much as it can be to the eye. I just put on safety snap-on eyes for the eyes on mine, but the other option is to use yarn or embroidery thread and sew it in a shape like this. The last thing you need to do before sewing the sock is mark the necklines. So turn the sock inside out, and again, locate the mouth, which is the heel, and pull it out a little bit so you can see it. So here you have your sock monkey inside out. To make the necklines, you're going to be using your marker. To make them even, you can fold your monkey in half like this and leave about 1 inch between your mouth to here, so it should only be about that much. We're going to draw out the necklines to make sure they look the same. Starting right below the mouth, come like this and make an oval, half oval shape like that. And do the exact same one, a semicircle, on this side. That's what it should look like.